Hi children, welcome to our EVS class for 5th class children. Today I am going to explain the lesson Growing Plants. What is the lesson name? Growing Plants. In this lesson we are going to learn about these topics. They are reproduction through seeds, germination, dispersal of seeds, vegetable reproduction, plants that have come from far. These are the topics we are going to learn in this lesson. Let's see. We are surrounded by a variety of plants. In our surroundings daily we are seeing many types of plants, Yes. Some plants bear fruits that have seeds in them while others don't. Though in those plants, some plants only bear fruits and some plants don't bear the fruits. Just like animals, plants also have a limited lifespan. That means they live for a short time only. They have therefore developed different ways to reproduce so that they can keep multiplying in number and continue their existence. They developed in different ways to reproduce. That means to develop their young ones. By that process, they multiplying in numbers and continue their presence. Plants reproduce through three main ways. How many ways? How many ways the plants reproduce? In three ways. They are through seeds, through vegetative propagation by roots, stems, leaves, etc. And third one, through spores. Through seeds means you already know that some plants comes from seeds. For example, mango and some grains, etc. Vegetative propagation means in this process plants do not grow from seeds. This can be done by roots, leaves, stems, etc. And through spores. Spores means spores are very tiny seeds like structures. Seed like structures. Okay, now we are going to know about the first topic, that was reproduction through seeds. Reproduction through seeds. The flowers change into fruits which have seeds in them. The flowers change into fruits which have seeds in them. The fruits have seeds in them. How does the flower changes? The flower changes into fruits. The fruits have seeds in them. Some fruits have only one seed in them, whereas some have many seeds. Okay, some fruits have only one seed. For example, mango. Have you seen mango fruit? Yes. How many seeds does mango have? Only one seed. In papaya fruit, there are many seeds inside that fruit. All seeds do not grow into new plants because of the following reasons. All seeds do not grow into plants because of some reasons. The reasons are here. See what are the reasons. Some seeds are not fully developed when they get separated from parent plants. When they get separated from parent plant, some seeds not fully developed. So, that seed do not grow into the plant. That seed goes wastely. Some seeds are eaten up by birds or animals. The birds or animals eats some seeds. So, they are not grow into the new plants. Some seeds are destroyed by strong winds and heavy rains. By heavy rains and strong winds, some seeds goes waste. Some seeds do not get enough air, water or soil for germination. Some seeds do not get enough air and water or soil for germination. These are the reasons that some seeds do not grow into the plants. Parts of a seed. Now we are going to discuss about the parts of the seed. Have you seen the seeds? Okay. A seed is actually a tiny life support package. All seeds have three main parts. How many parts all seeds have? Three main parts. What are they? They are seed coat, embryo, seed leaves or cotyledons. Okay, the first one, seed coat. The first part of the seed is seed coat. It is the tough outer covering of the seed that protects the seed from damage, diseases or being eaten up by birds and animals. Seed coat is the tough outer covering of the seed. For example, our skin protects us now. Our skin protects our internal organs. No, our skin covers our internal organs like that. The seed coat protects the seed coat covers the seed and protects it from diseases, damages, etc. The seed coat has a tiny opening through which air and water can enter the seed. Children, see here. This is the seed coat. This is the seed coat. The seed coat covers the seed now. See here, outside it covering the seed and opening. See here, a small, a tiny opening here. Why it is? Because here the air and water enters inside the seed. The air and water enters inside the seed. It is the seed coat. What was the first part of your seed? Yes, it is seed coat. It covers the seed. It covers tough outer covering and it has a tiny opening to enter air and water inside. What was the second one? The second part is embryo. The second part is embryo. It is the baby plant that is present inside the seed. The embryo is the baby plant that is present inside the seed. Where the embryo presents? Inside the seed. After germination, it grows into a small sapling. After germination, it grows. See here, it is there. Here a small baby plant is there now. It is inside the seed or outside? Inside the seed. It is called the embryo. After germination, it grows into a small sapling. Sapling means a young tree, especially one with a slender, means thin trunk. It is called the sapling. Now we learn about two parts of a seed. What is the first one? Seed coat. The second one, embryo. The third one. Now we are going to know the third one, the third part of the seed. What was the third one? Seed leaves or cotyledons. Seed leaves. The cotyledons contain stored food which is used by the baby plant for growth. That means these seed leaves store the food for the baby plant to grow. Children, see here, these are the seed leaves. These are the seed leaves. What were they do? They stored food. Here they stored food for the baby plant to grow. Some plants like rice and corn have only one cotyledon, while plants like peas, gram or beans have two cotyledons. Cotyledons means seed leaves. In grains like rice and corn, they have only how many seed leaves? Only one seed leaves. But peas and gram, they are having two seed leaves. Children, this is the structure of a bean seed. This is the seed coat, the first part of a seed. It has a tiny opening. Because, why? Because to enter the air and water inside the seed, and it is the embryo. This is the embryo, the baby plant here, and these are the seed leaves. What were they do? What were they do? They stored food to the baby plant to grow. Now we learnt about the first topic, that is reproduction through the seeds. The second topic, what is the second topic? Germination. Let's see. Germination. Germination means, that means the development of a plant from a seed. It is called the germination. Let's see. When a seed gets the right amount of air, water, sunlight and warmth, it grows into a new plant. When a seed get all these in right amount, then the plant grows, the seed grows to a new plant. What does a seed use to grow into a new plant? Yes, the right amount of air, water, sunlight and warmth. Then it grows into a new plant. The development of a seed into a seedling is called a germination. Yes, it is the definition. The development of a seed into a seedling, it is called the germination. Let us observe how a seed changes into a seedling. Take 3 or 4 gram seeds and keep it in moist cotton and observe for a week. What will you observe? The first one, seed swells upon absorbing water. Soon the seed coat cracks. By absorbing water, the seed coat cracks. Next, a small white structure appears, which starts growing downwards. This will you observe in sprouts. Whenever you see the sprouts, there this will you observe. Third stage, there are 2 seed leaves which have the stored food for the cotyledons. See, the 2 seed leaves will comes out. Next, in fourth stage, a structure, a new shoot called plumule emerges, which develops into the shoot system. That means a stem of an embryo plant will comes out here. Shoot system means the parts of a plant that visible above the ground, such as stem, leaves, buds and flowers, etc. In the final stage, a seedling emerges. That means a seedling comes out. See here, this is the seedling. The cotyledons soon shrink in size as the growing seedlings uses up the stored food. Like this, a seed changes into a seedling. These are the stages. The seedling then grows into 2 directions. Just now only we know how the seedling will comes out. Then the seedling grows into 2 directions. That is, one part grows downward and from the root system, the other part grows upward and forms the shoot system. Sorry, not forms the shoot system. That means from the soil one part grows downwards from the root system. See here, from the soil this grows downwards from the root system, and another one grows upwards from the shoot system. This is the shoot system. This grows upwards. This is the shoot system. When the plant becomes an adult, the shoot bears flowers, fruits and seeds. When the fruits are ripe, the seeds get scattered either by plant itself or are dispersed by birds, animals and humans. In this way, the plant keeps reproducing. Okay, when the plant becomes an adult, what happened? The shoot bears us flowers, fruits and seeds. When the fruits ripes, the seeds get scattered. Scattered means they spread out in different directions by the plant itself or dispersed by the birds and animals and humans. In this way, the plant keeps reproducing. Okay, children? Okay, children, we will discuss remaining topics in part 2. Okay, now I will ask some questions related to part 1. Children, how many ways that plants reproduce? What are they? Yes, there are 3 main ways. They are through the seeds, through vegetative propagation, through the spores. Okay, next question. If seeds are not fully developed, will they grow into plants? Say yes or no? No. What are the parts of a seed? Seed coat, embryo and seedless. These are the 3 parts of the seeds. Which part protect the seed from the damage? It is seed coat. Yes, it is seed coat. In which part the seed stores food? Yes, it is seed leaves or cotyledons. Okay, children?